Alrighty, folks, it's Farrell with Crowd Surfing, and I'm here with probably everybody knows by his voice, but not by what you look like, right? Mr. Doug Wright.
Hey, I'm taller on the radio.
I'm better looking on the radio.
Isn't this a great show?
It is a great show, and it seems like more and more people come every single year.
Yeah, you talk about something to do in the Intermountain West on a weekend like this. And, with Front Runner and everything to make it the whole railroad experience, everybody loves this show.
That's a good idea. I never even thought about that. Get on front, ride the train to the train show.
Yeah, I have done that. Now, tonight I took my truck up because I have some things to do afterwards. But my wife and I have done that. We just hop on in Salt Lake City, make the whole train experience, and then, have dinner up on 25th Street. It's great.
Yeah, for sure. I wish I would have thought of that. Are you filming now? Oh, see what he does? Mike, you should have just stayed away.
I know. I should have stayed outside. The air was clean out there.
It was cold out there, too.
But it feels good. It feels good. It's warm in here.
It is warm in here. It's kind of nice.
Go down to the other end and it's really warm.
So how are things turning out so far?
Great. Really good. A good afternoon. Everybody's been happy. The ATM's even working, spitting out money. Just, you walk out there and it'll give you all kinds of money.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just throwing it out there.
My luck, I'll have to pay all that back, so what would happen?
Well, we didn't talk about that.
And with my luck, I'd have to pay back everybody's that they took, not just mine.
And I think that would be fair.
I must look guilty of something.
Don't you always?
So how many years have you come down and done your show here at the train?
Oh, we've been here probably 10, 11, 12 years, something like that. And I remember the first time I came up and I thought, well, now what the heck? And they had to tell me what a hostler was, right? But what a great experience. And to talk to the people that have such a devotion to model railroading and, just railroading in general. It's amazing, the enthusiasm.
Yeah, a lot. They love it, and they know so much about it. It's incredible how much people know about trains.
Oh, you ask them about anything. Well, what about the narrow gauge here and here? And what about the Shea engines down on the Tintic? And they know. They know it all. Yeah.
So how many vendors do you have here? It's like a lot.
We have 45 different vendors this year, the highest we've ever had. And we're down on layouts a little bit because we lost a room over in the corner that we can't use this year. So we lost 3 layouts, so we're down to 6. And we've got an HO layout in here in the Grand Lobby. And the theater, we have the Lego layout, which is very popular, another HO layout. Then upstairs we have an O scale, a G scale, which is a garden railway, and an S scale upstairs.
Hey, Farrell. You aren't wearing your uniform.
That's what I get. I don't have a uniform.
You need to put on your hat. We are at a train show,
Can't
so
you
you
see
need
I'm
to look like a
talking to
conductor.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Doug Wright here?
He understands. He knows.
All right, well, Doug.
I want to see you in that hat.
Yeah, put it on.
All right.
Come on.
She didn't ask me to put it on. I'm going to slink out.
She's kind of bossy. All righty, Doug. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time. So now Annie's coming and taking over the show, insisting that I wear a goofy hat.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
They're fantastic. It's a uniform. We need to dress for the occasion.
It's not a uniform.
It is. You are a conductor. See your little stripies?
I don't think they'd allow me to be a conductor.
That's true. He crashed the train.
Next thing you know, you're going to have me wearing overalls or something.
I thought about it, but I couldn't find any big enough, so.
All right. Well, what do you say we walk around, talk to some people, and find out why it's such a big deal?
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Let's go. So we managed to run into Tracy down here. Tracy, are you a big fan of model trains?
I love model trains.
You have a big layout in your basement, do you?
I have a little O scale in my basement. I do.
O scale, isn't that the big one?
No,
Or they're tiny?
bigger than the HO.
Oh,
Yeah, what do these words mean?
They're like this big around.
So, did you guys start yesterday or just today?
No, we set up yesterday. Most of us set up yesterday, and we were very surprised at the number of vendors from out of state who came yesterday and set up yesterday. This fellow right here from way over in Colorado, he came in yesterday and set up all day yesterday, and several of the others did too.
Word's getting out. People are coming from all over.
I know that you ought to see this parking lot out here.
Unfortunately, I did see it.
Can you tell us your name?
My name is Mike Pine.
All right, and what are you doing down here?
I'm with Wild West Scale Model Builders, and we are displaying for our 12th year here.
Wow, that's a lot. So did you make all of these houses?
Yeah, I design, manufacture, and build, package, everything.
Annie and I have a question. We're going to ask everybody until we find out. Go ahead, ask her.
What does the word hostler mean?
What's a hostler?
Hostler is a job on the railroad. I don't know what their job is, but it's an actual title of a job for a person who works on the railroad.
See, I could never be a hostler because the word work is involved with that job.
Yeah.
You know?
No thanks.
So they say they've done this 28 years now here at the Railroad Show.
Yeah, they have. They started at the Browning Armory, and then Teddy Griffith, who was our former director of the Union Station Foundation, went and found them and talked to Mike Murphy and said, hey, you should have a train show at the train museum, train depot.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so they came down here and we got them.
So where's your furthest vendor from? Do you know?
Southern California, and we got one from Dasher, Nebraska, who is one of our best vendors, and they are sweet people, and they come every year, and they have a big booth, one of our biggest down here in the Breezeway, and Deb's down there this year, the wife of the team, and they're doing a great job.
All the way from Nebraska. It's got to be something. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
How do you do it? Like, how do you make these cute little houses?
They're made out of wood, so they're laser cut. So they're designed in like a CAD program. I use AutoCAD, and then you send them to the laser. You lay out the parts, you cut them out of wood, and then you package them up. You make the instruction booklets so that the modelers can actually build all the parts and pieces, put them together simply, and then you sell them, hopefully.
Awesome.
So are you going to be here all weekend running around like a chicken with your head cut off?
I am not.
No, why not?
It's the first year I don't have to stay. We have enough new employees that I don't have to do it.
Lucky.
Good idea. All righty, Tracy. Well, thank you so much for talking with me. I appreciate it.
Totally welcome. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Check it out.
So what year is this one?
28th.
28 years. So you started doing this when you were 3, 4 maybe?
5.
Oh, 5. Well, I was going to say, 50, but I didn't know, if you're quite 78 yet or not.
No, wait a minute. Geez, do I look that bad?
Well, relatively speaking. All righty.
I helped myself on that one, didn't I?
All righty, Mike. Well, I'll let you get back to work 'cause you're probably busy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And do you guys have like a website that you sell them on?
Yeah, wildwestmodels.com.
Awesome. What is your favorite house that you have ever built? Is it any of these?
I don't know. They're all kind of your favorite. You spend so much time doing them in a way. This house down here was my first kit. I got my master's in architecture, and I helped a teacher whose house burned down. So kind of as a resume builder, I designed him a house, and he couldn't read plans. So I built him a 3-dimensional model that he could understand the flow of his house and how it worked. And then I took it to a local train store, and they said, you should do this for model railroaders. And I said, okay. Started.
That's such a cool story.
One of my favorite houses, yeah.
I bet. And which one was that? Will you point?
That was this house.
Can I take this hat off now?
No, you have to wear it the entire time.
All right.
Quit complaining. I'm doing this? This is all me? All right. Can you tell me your name?
Vern Kiesler.
And what do you do here?
I'm the state coordinator for Operation Lifesaver. We rail safety across the state of Utah.
All right. What can you tell me about rail safety?
Well, one of the biggest things is not trespassing on the railroad tracks.
Well, that's good.
People don't walk down the middle of the freeway, so we don't want them walking down the middle of the railroad tracks.
Reasonable, since trains are a lot bigger than cars.
Yeah, and it takes about 18 football fields or a mile to stop that train. People don't realize that.
Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, that house is beautiful.
Yeah, so, we design all the kits so they are pretty intricate inside. So you have the full interior. staircases, because a lot of model builders like to go in there and detail it, light it up. And by having individual walls and rooms, you can light it differently, so you can see a light down there and not up here, and just customize it how you want to do it.
Wow, that is so cool. Let's go ride the train right now. We have to.
I'm a grown man and it's cold.
You'll get over it.
No.
It's so fun. I know you have a jacket here. Come on, let's go.
We're gonna go ride it. But there's this line of kids. I'm not gonna bully a bunch of kids to ride the train.
We can cut in front. We have a camera.
I mean, I'll bully kids. I'm not above that. But, to ride a train, I don't know.
We can do it. Let's do it. I'll get us in.
This girl is draining all my energy.
And what else do you guys do?
Well, we go into all the driver's ed classes across the state of Utah, and we give 1 hour railroad crossing safety presentation as required by state law.
Well, that's cool. Good, get people to know that they have to stop at those railroad crossings and they can't just be driving through if those lights are flashing.
Yeah, we want the repetition. We get the little kids here at the model railroad shows. Then when they turn 15 and 16, we get them in the schools. And then when they become parents again, we get them coming through again. So repetition.
That's great. Drill it into their heads.
So the question I have to ask is, do you have like a bank, like with a vault, and you can put a firecracker in there and blow it up? That'd be cool, right?
No, not when you spend that much time building them. You could do it, but I'm not going to do it.
Well, I don't have the patience to build it, but a firecracker would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Mine are built pretty tough, though.
Maybe shoot bottle
It'd have to be
rockets
a
at it?
pretty big firecracker to
Maybe
blow
shoot
that
bottle
down.
rockets at it, just for fun.
I am not going to do that, my friend. No way.
Oh, well, I just thought I'd ask,
That's a good try.
Yeah, well, nothing ventured, nothing
Maybe
gained.
somebody else might, loan you one of their models. You can blow it up.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
It would get a good
Yes, it would.
fire burn. It looked like a real.
See, you're all about it too. You know you
Not the
are.
first one to think of that. I'll tell you. Lots of guys think that, just not with mine, with their own. Okay.
That's a good idea, but yeah, a lot of time.
So what's your name?
I'm Karen Brandon,
All right, and what group are you here with?
at the South Weber Model Railroad Club.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit about what you guys do?
We just have our trains. The club has 2 engines and a few rolling stock, and everybody else brings their private cars and engines to the track. We have a track in South Weber at the Canyon Meadows Park, and the third Saturday of every month from March to October, we do a free rides at the park.
That's so fun. I want to come.
We want to remind the public not to proceed when the lights are flashing, and always stop and never proceed until the lights stop flashing.
That is good to know. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
How long would it take an average person to put one of these together?
Oh, it really depends. The part that probably makes the model take the longest is the finishing of it. So the painting, the weathering. If you just painted it one color, monochromatic, put the roofing on, did all the windows and doors and stuff, probably a day, probably 6 hours, 8 hours.
Now you take a can of spray paint and spray everything the same color.
Maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Annie thinks we need to ride the train, and I'm telling her I'm way too big for that. What do you think? Is it possible?
You're way too big.
I see, I'm too big. Thank
Yes,
you.
good answer.
See, Annie, I can't ride the train. She said I'm too big.
We'll sneak
ride.
you in.
All right, can I get your name?
Shane Stokes,
And Shane, what is it you're doing down here today?
displaying our our artwork, railroad artwork. There we go. Railroad
Maybe you drew a picture of a model.
No. Actual trains.
So you've done all these paintings.
Correct. Yes.
So how long, like for instance, this one here with the motorcycle and the planes, how long does it take you to do something like that?
Well, to give you an idea, just the motorcycle, there's probably 12, 14 hours just in the motorcycle.
Just on the motorcycle. Man, I would lose interest really fast on that. I mean, didn't your hand get like a cramp in it, or?
Well, you got to take a break once in a while. Your legs get tired, your arms get, your shoulders, so you got to take a break and go move around.
It would end up looking like, remember the episode of The Simpsons where Homer built the spice rack and the shelves weren't even straight and the nails were all bent? If I did that, I'd have a Homer Simpson spice rack.
Yeah. So you said how long it takes the average person to build one. How long do you think it
Here
would
we
take
go.
Farrell to build one? A lot longer.
The way he's talking, you'd get halfway through and then he'd blow it up.
Probably.
Probably.
Wouldn't even get it done.
And then I'd be in trouble because my wife would be like, you spent $40 on that just to blow it up? You're an idiot.
You'd be in the doghouse.
I usually am.
And we have a miniature one too, probably somewhere. You could use it.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Where's the park at they do the free train rides?
Out in South Weber.
See, we go to South Weber and ride it for free.
No, we're gonna do it right now.
Well, there's no camera.
Actually.
Right, you can do it right now.
I was really hoping you were going to be absolutely not. You didn't help me out.
You can do this.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So when you do these, do you like sketch them out with a pencil, or you just start painting?
Sketch them out with a pencil, get everything laid out exactly the way that I want it, and if it's not correct, then I'll erase and just kind of make sure that it's refined, and then I start laying the paint in.
So when did you first come to realization that you were like an artist, that you could draw and paint really well, or is it something that you've trained yourself over to come naturally?
I never went to art school. It's all self-taught, and I guess I got bad grades in school because I'd sit and draw instead of doing the work.
Well, there you go.
But it's the same thing essentially now. You're making money doing it this way. You didn't need to learn all that fancy stuff in school.
Oh, yeah. Well, I work for Union Pacific. I got 5 more years, and I can retire from the railroad, and then I'll do this full-time.
Did you say you were on a break?
Yeah, there's nobody in line here.
Well,
You're going to have to break if somebody comes in. I got to make money for this outfit.
you know what you should do? You should like let people go through without paying and then let me tackle them.
If you can square it with Mike Murphy, fine with me.
Maybe I'll just tackle Mike. That would be better. That'd be great TV.
That would be.
You guys could talk about it for years. Remember that time that idiot tackled Mike in the hallway? Oh, I'll never get out of that.
It would be awesome, though.
have stools for
There's
you to
stools.
sit on.
Come on. Let's get in the cup of this one.
You can both sit in here?
Yes.
Yes, apparently so.
Yes.
All right.
Oh goodness.
Let's make leg room. Oh, I'm never going to be able to get out of this
You can
thing.
do it.
All right, so hold on a minute.
Unfortunately, you have to face forward.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That's a rule with our
Oh,
insurance
man,
company.
but what if
Push
my...
me in.
Hold on, you don't want... I'm afraid that there might... Never mind. You know what I'm talking about. So what is the point of this, Henny? Oh, I put my shoes inside.
Because it's fun.
I've noticed in like train stuff, like there's an F4, if I'm not mistaken,
F4
right?
Phantom, yep.
And then you have like a Vietnam helicopter scene. And so you don't do just railroad, you do anything.
Right. A lot of wildlife, aviation, pretty much anything. Yeah.
So you have a website or a Facebook page or anything?
Yes, I do.
Well, can we get it?
www.railartbyshane.com.
You're like, yeah, I do. Like you thought I was taking a survey or
Yeah,
something.
just a
Well, 6
question.
people have one and 4
I'm not
don't.
going to tell you what it is. It's a secret.
He doesn't want you to know, Farrell.
I know. He's like,
Just
you come to my page, you can have a virus. I don't want that.
Probably.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
All right. Thank you.
So seriously, what are you down here selling admission tickets and?
Yeah, we each sign up to take about an hour and a half shift. And this is the biggest job of the whole show, because without us, they don't make any money.
I was just going to ask him, what is the money used for?
We use it for our year-round operations. We donate money back to the Union Station. We give them a large amount after the show, after we count our profits. And then during the year, we support the Little Model Railroad inside.
I'm going to knock this
You're
thing
gonna
off.
knock it off the track.
I am going to knock it off the track.
Just keep your center of gravity. Sit up nice and straight. Hold your breath. You're good to go.
I think I need you for my life coach.
I'm down. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is going to fall over.
Here we go.
I hope I don't
Hands
break
in
it.
the air.
No, I got to hold on. Like,
Woohoo!
it's not. It's kind of like a roller
Here we
coaster, but it's
go.
not a roller coaster.
Woo, this is so fun. Put your hands up. Yay. All right, can you tell us your name?
It's Rich Ziegler.
All right, and what do you do here?
Well, I'm an adult fan of Lego, and so I guess I really like to play with Lego as an adult.
That's pretty fun. Did you build this?
Well, so this is all built by a number of different, all of us are different, all of us are different individual fans of Lego, and so we all have a different portion of the layout that we're in charge of. So my portion is the Ferris wheel and the mine storms just over there.
You want me to tackle that guy right there? Oh, wait, that's a police. I probably better not.
Oh. Hey,
He didn't pay.
I'm glad somebody showed
I
up.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
Anyway, yeah, we support the Little Model Railroad with donations, and if things come up during the year, they need a little money, We also donate to a couple of charities each year at Christmas. So we put it to good use.
All righty, well, looks like got customers coming, so I better let you go.
Okay.
Thanks, Lee. I appreciate it. Is ours the only car that's wobbling, or are they all wobbling?
I think it's just ours.
Have horrible train riding posture.
You need to work on this.
I need to work on something.
Ooh, here we go.
Look, there he is. Look.
Hi.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
Do you think that we could get him to ride on that Ferris wheel?
I'll ride a Ferris wheel. I don't care.
I don't know. I think you're a little big. I think you only need to be about 2 inches.
He just called me fat.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in the same club.
So, you build these. I mean, there's like really no instructions for a Ferris wheel, is there, or a moon base? How do you guys figure this stuff out?
Lots of trial and error sometimes, yeah. So the Ferris wheel, I probably built it 3 times before I got to where it's at now.
How many pieces are in that Ferris wheel?
You know, I've never really stopped to count. There's probably, I don't know, 1,000 to 1,500 maybe.
There's like a Mount Rushmore. One of them guys is Dave. I'm sure of it. So Dave, if you're watching this, let me know. Is that you? Or not Dave, Mike. Mike.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Dave. Mike.
Behind it.
Whatever your name is. Oh, yeah. I don't want to see behind it.
And there is behind it, too.
Oh, no.
Really? I like this chair. Can I sit in this chair?
Yeah, perfect.
How come I don't get a chair?
Because you need to exercise.
I get that one. Alrighty, can we get your name?
Lynn Hall.
And Lynn, can you explain these trains look a little bit bigger than the ones downstairs?
Yeah, this is S gauge. It's in between O and HO. The smaller ones are the HO, and they're not quite as big as the O gauge, which is next door. And they've been around a lot longer than some of the other trains, but not as popular, so not as frequently seen.
So when you go to pick it up and you drop it and it breaks, are you heartbroken?
Well, I figured out how to really carry it carefully.
I bet. So what is it that appeals to you about the Legos?
You know, with the Mindstorms, you know, we do programming, and it's a challenge to make. I like things that move, so I've got a ball roller coaster. I've got a remote control car. I've got different things over there that all use the Lego Mindstorms.
I don't want to call him Dave. Yeah. I'm an idiot.
We know.
We know. Thanks.
All right. So what's your name?
Russ Reading.
And did you build this?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I've always liked the Old West. It's kind of nice to have something a little bit different, and it's quite popular.
That's awesome. So are you a hostler?
Yes.
And what is a hostler?
Oh, boy. Obviously, somebody who plays with trains.
I like it. There we go.
So what does your wife think about your hobby? Do you put like a ton of money into it? Oh, she's not even dealing with it right now. She's like, I'm going to just sit here.
She would... She's part of us. She joins us.
Does she?
Yeah, she has a.
Well, your wife is a lovely lady, because my wife wouldn't have no part of me spending money on this stuff.
Well, most don't. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting sometimes how we have to acquire the trains.
You gotta like save your lunch money. Like back in school, you save up your lunch money. You don't eat lunch for like a month, so you can buy a.
That's right. But sometimes we can't buy it, so we make it.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, we just make our own trains.
I could never have any Legos because I left them laying out one time. My mom stepped on them, and so I was never allowed to have them again. And now that I'm an old man, I think I want to get some.
Well, you know, it's an open club. You can join Utah Lego Users Group. We meet about once a month and do 4 or 5 shows a year, and so you're more than welcome to join us.
So you get a Facebook page, website?
Yeah, if you search Utah Lego Users Group, you'll find our Facebook page. We also have a website, Utah. Oh my gosh.
No pressure. It's going on YouTube. Everybody in the world's going to see it.
You know, it's bookmarked, and we go to the website all the time because we have a forum. But I never enter. It's like speed dial on your phone. You know.
I get it.
You know, the Facebook page is probably the best way to find us. Utah Lego Users Group.
Yeah, I think because everybody uses Facebook. Who doesn't use Facebook?
Yeah, so you use too much.
Yeah, for sure. All righty. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. I appreciate it.
All right, super. Great to talk to you.
And how does your wife feel about this hobby?
Well, I'm currently unmarried,
Well, that answers it right there.
so it makes it much more affordable.
Did having all these trains have anything to do with you not being married?
No. I did not say if I buy one more train, she'll leave me. No, that didn't happen. So.
That's good. What is a hostler?
A hostler is a group of train nuts from the area around here, Ogden. We don't belong to the hostler group. We are a separate group called the Golden Spike American Flyer Train Club. And we have this size. They have the HO gauge.
I know that one.
Oh yeah,
That's
Invader
Gurr,
Zim.
but I don't know what cartoon it is.
Invader Zim.
Invader Zim. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, that's a big problem
Oh
in my
my
life.
gosh.
And the dumbest cartoon of all time, Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Dumbest
Sadly,
ever.
I know the song though, so that's pretty pathetic.
And Darth Vader
Oh.
and is that Luke Skywalker having dinner? Oh, they're playing Legos.
Oh.
I thought they were eating
cute.
dinner. They're playing Legos.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so dumb.
That doesn't even look like food. They're like little ships. Come on.
They're gonna crash.
Yeah, can we make them crash?
Well, we try not to, but sometimes it does occur. It's awful easy.
Can we make it do it though? Like,
I've kind of done that already right here. I ran into another one, so it's kind of hissing right there.
that's pretty
A bit
cool.
expensive to make crash.
So how much do like one of these cost to build?
Oh, it really depends. You know, I kind of go to the shows like this and get all the odds and ends I can find, so it can go from cheap to pretty expensive.
I thought a hostler was like a thing on the railroad.
Well, it is too. It means a lot of different things. To us, it's that other group, but
Yeah, those guys downstairs.
as far as railroad, yeah, there's a discipline or a.
That brings up a great question. Because you're talking about the hostler and that other group. Do you guys ever like get in fist fights out and back over which group's better than the other?
Not that bad. We have words. But yeah, we get along real well with them.
So can I get your names?
Yeah, Tim, Caleb.
And you guys are hanging around the Lego trains, right?
Yes.
And why the Lego train?
We like it a lot.
Because Legos are cool, right?
Yeah, we like playing with Legos.
You know what? Don't tell anybody, but I do too. I have a little boy and he has his Legos, and I always push him out of the way so I can play with him.
I believe it.
I'll probably be like that when I'm older.
Yeah, that's
there
one
you
way
go.
to be.
How much do you think this one cost? Just rough estimate.
Market, probably $400 or $500.
That's an expensive hobby, but it's pretty cool. I mean, do you love to do it then?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. What's your favorite set that you've ever built?
Well, I have 4 of these Old West ones, and this time I brought this one, and so it's kind of the favorite now. But I do have one that's got Mesa Verde on it. I've got Monument Valley. Anything Old West is kind of fun.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for talking to me.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, enjoy the festival.
Thanks.
I thought about maybe we could have like train enthusiast octagon fights here at Union Station next year.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, we can
Let's
fight
do it.
with trains.
Yeah. Oh.
See? That's what she
Yeah,
wants.
let's do it.
Train wins, huh?
Yes.
And yours would win because it's bigger.
It's giant.
More power.
And it
Yeah.
goes faster.
Yeah, how fast does it go? I've been watching it go around and around.
We run ours very fast. The kids love it because there's, hostlers trains run slow. They try to go scale speed. We don't care. Speed
Crank
is
it up.
crank it up. We want to see action. We like action toys. You'll see a lot of action things around here. Things that are moves, things that do things. So,
All right, well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
thanks.
thank you.
Have you noticed like there's like people like what's his name from the Lego movie, and they have like hidden like Easter eggs, for lack of a better term. Have you noticed they got stuff hidden all over?
Huh.
Like I've never seen a chicken Lego, and right there it is.
There's a chicken? Oh my gosh, he's in a chicken suit. It is a man in a chicken suit.
A banana Lego.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool. What's your favorite Lego that you've seen?
I don't know.
You don't know?
There's so much.
There's so much.
There's so much that I don't know.
It is hard to take it all in at one time, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure they have like every Lego on the face of the planet in this. There are so many Legos.
All right, can I get your name?
Lynn Stringham.
And
Robert East.
Sorry.
you interrupted me.
I
I was
know.
going to ask him.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, you can ask him a question now and I'll be
Okay,
quiet.
sounds good. So what are you doing up here today?
You know, I got my scouts, Boy Scouts, are down taking the model railroading merit badge on the south end of the building.
What are the requirements for that?
Well, there's 8 major requirements. Some of the boys have already done a lot of them, and we're just finishing up here tonight. So things like attending a show like this, designing a layout, as well as understanding, railroading and its history. So.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
All right, can I get your name?
Zachary.
What is that you have in your hand? It looks like the controls to the Starship Enterprise.
It's called Legacy.
And what does it do?
It controls my GG1 that I have going around.
Oh, and so the train is going around. Does it control the other ones too, or just that one?
It's that one.
So is there a way we can get you to take that train and run it into one of these?
I could, but every time I do it, it's not working with this particular type of a layout.
Oh, man, we was hoping to see a crash. That's what we was hoping for.
No, I don't do that.
Do you think they take the entire thing apart and then put it back together brick by brick? Could you imagine how long that would take? They're just in a big old box like you buy at the store and they just dump it on the table and say, go to it.
That would be hard.
Yeah, it
With
would.
no instructions.
Yeah. Just do it.
All righty, guys. Well, thanks so much for talking. I appreciate it. And enjoy the Legos.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
These trains are like big trains. What are they? I mean, you're not going to be able to set this up in your house.
For the model trains, this is probably one of the larger scales in the model electric trains. But these here are designed, the neat thing about these large trains is they're designed to be set up outside in your garden.
Oh, what?
That's why we're the Utah Garden Railway Society.
Perfect sense right there. So what do you do when it rains? It's electric.
Just like any good locomotive, if you're going to take care of it, you pull it into its garage.
You have a garage for your train?
Actually, at my house, I have a half basement. I pull it through the window into a bedroom down there on the siding.
So
park it inside for security and to keep it out of the weather.
Just tell them I did it. I'll take the heat.
Well, it's kind of hard when you paid about $1,300 for a locomotive.
I could see why I'd have a problem with that. You just crash it, and then you'll crash it. We'll throw it in the control in Annie's hands, and they're not going to be mad at Annie.
They won't believe that it was me. Let's be honest.
You'll have the smoking gun in your hand.
But then I would have to send you the $1,300 bill, though.
All righty. Well, hey, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Looks very dark and dreary.
Yeah, you should go stay there. I hear it's great. Bed and breakfast, it's perfect place.
I actually have never seen the Bates Motel. I've never saw the show. I've never saw the movie.
You're so uncultured.
Well, I'm usually watching like educational shows from PBS and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
We don't believe that for 1 second.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
So what does your wife think of all this?
I built her a beautiful water feature that the railroad goes around, and she said she was happy with that. That was great. And it keeps me in the garden pulling the weeds and keeping the weeds out.
I was just going to go there, actually. I was going to say, who pulls the weeds, her or you?
I do, because I got to keep the trains running. You can't let weeds come up between the rails.
I just use Roundup on everything. Then there'd be no flowers or anything.
Oh, chemicals are handy.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been into the hobby probably close to over 15 years now. Yeah.
And are you local, or do you live like?
Yes, I live here in Weber County.
I hope this is the last lap.
Are we going around again? Yeah, one more circle. Here we go.
For half a second, I thought this was a Smokey and the Bandit truck, and I got really excited. I was like hyperventilating, but then it wasn't. So, do you know what Smokey and the Bandit is?
No idea.
We cannot work together any longer.
Too smart.
So you got some pictures of.
And you can see a number of how we went through the construction, but you can see how it looks today.
That's awesome. It's going in the snow?
Yeah, when there's some light snow, you can get through. You have snow plows. You can go on YouTube and look up G-scale train snow plows and
That's crazy.
all kinds of guys.
You tore sod up and everything in your yard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So the neighbors like bring their friends over. Hey, you got to see this guy's railroad.
The grandkids. I'm Papa trained all my grandkids.
Very cool stuff. Alrighty, well, thank you very much for talking to me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, folks, that's going to do it for me and Annie down here at Union Station. I don't know how she talks me into this stuff, but she does.
Yep, it's pretty fun.
It'll never happen again, though. So,
yes,
hey,
it will.
thanks for watching.
All right, you got to get out first.